All right, we're walking up to the new pond build. You can see it's night. I got little floating lilies and a couple LED lights. There should be a motion sensor light that comes on as I approach. As we get closer, now this is still a work in progress. This is still a lot of work to do on this pond, and it's raining, so the water's a little mucky. There's the auto light. It's a solar powered light. And here's the pond so far. You can see it's going. Went and dug up all these rocks out of a creek bed. I gotta get a lot more. I wanna line this whole thing with rocks so I can put my turtles in here. The waterfall in the back will be buried in rocks. All that piping will be all hidden. But for now, this is just a simple build, just to keep the water flowing. So it documents. But you can see the pond turned out pretty well. Goes in, there's shallow spots, there's deep spots. I have a little beach head built here. So as the water rises and falls, you can see Jovi, my dog, her footprint's already in here. This surrounds everything. Tied into our IBC container, this whole system. Still, we have our plants up top, tomatoes and peppers. There's the grow bed. We got a bell siphon. This system rises and falls, just like the other tank. Water's all murky right now as I've been doing a lot of work on it. But this system drains down to here. This drains to this. That's a strainer system, custom built filter that I built. You can see the water actually flowing through. When this system overflows, it flows into this piping, which feeds this reservoir, which is the waterfall. And as the system rises and falls, that waterfall's intensity goes. You can see the bell siphon. The water is actually going down. Here in a second, it's going to lose the siphon. You'll see the air. If you listen, you'll hear the gurgle. Water's lowering. And so just that little gurgle, now you can see the water's rising. So give yourself a Google on a bell siphon. It's a really cool dynamic. But that's what this tank's doing. So this upper tank is just rising and falling. I'll eventually put more rock and media in here, and this will be filled with plants like the other tank. But you can see as this one rises, this overflows to there, into there. So that's it pretty much. You can see I do have some goldfish in this pond. These are just simple bait fish they sell right at the bait store. There's 6 of them. Some plants, little shelf. This pond water level is low, FYI. Eventually all this will be water. The water, since this whole pond rises and falls because of this bell siphon dynamic, the whole pond level is going to rise and fall. It'll be slight, but you'll actually get a washing effect going up and down, which will give you like a coastline going right into the sand, just to keep the water nice and going. And then tomorrow I'm going to install a skimmer over here so I can skim off the surface. And then all this plumbing and everything will be hidden. There is a bluegill in here that we caught last time. I moved him from the big tank. He likes to hide right here underneath the waterfall. He likes the agitation, a lot of air down there. Goldfish are exploring. This water's still acclimating, still cycling. We got some ammonia, we got some nitrates, so it is partially there. But with all the work, the mud, and the new filter system, it's gonna take a few days. I might have to maybe drain it partially to get it nice and clear. But that's it. That's so far where we're going. Still got a lot of work to do. But you can see, that's our pond setup so far with an aquaponics filter system, tying right into about a 1,200 gallon pond with a beach head. All right, so long for now, everyone. Good night.